Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Techno Dinosaur meets the IT Geek. I'm Willie Nicol, life coach and also the Techno Dinosaur, and I'm based in Troon, South Ayrshire, Scotland, UK. I'm joined today with my good friend David. How are things with you today, David?
Hi there, Willie. I'm great. Fantastic. It's another weekend. I'm the IT Geek based here in Annan, southwest of Scotland.
Great, David. It's my turn to ask you a technical question. Are you ready?
As ready as ever.
First class. My stepdaughter has come back to stay with us and is working from home on her work's PC. I have a PC. My wife has a laptop. And due to the poor Wi-Fi in our house, we are all connected directly through an Ethernet cable to the hub router. Is this sustainable in the long term, having three devices, also not forgetting my two televisions, all connected to the one router hub?
Okay, thank you for your question, Willie. The simple answer is yes. It comes down to your internet. Think of it as the internet like a water pipe. So the more devices you have, the less pressure there is to the last device. But generally, yes. If you're all downloading a big file at once, it may struggle. But that's a good test. So, sorry, carry on.
Well, the funny thing was when we were experimenting earlier, my stepdaughter hooked it up and said, "Why don't you watch a YouTube video?" Not that I particularly wanted to at that time, but I saw the point in it. So I was able to watch a YouTube video without any problems. So her assessment was we were all good.
Good. And was that for all three of you? Did all three of you do that?
No, just me. But her work computer still worked, which is all she was caring about, really. My concern was that we'd, as you said, we'd overload the pipe, and the pipe would eventually seize up, as it were.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The real test is probably late afternoon. So when children come back home from school, they are at school now. It's tested late afternoon or early evening. I know you probably won't be on the computer much early evening, assuming you both, three of you, use it for kind of home office hours, 9 to 5. But that's another good time. It's a peak time of the internet. Test it as well. Do that test again. So, getting back to your question though, is it sustainable? Yes. Now, generally your routers that you get supplied by the internet providers are the cheapest form of life. But it depends who you're with.
Well, I'm with BT as it happens, and I remember paying a reasonable amount of money for a new router to upgrade it. So, it wasn't hundreds of pounds, but it wasn't, £5 either.
That's good. That's good. But the thing about technology is you pay for what you get. So you paid that bit extra for that router. So yeah, it should be good. Should be good. And everything's plugged in behind the router, is it?
Yep, and we have what I call an extender, but you've educated me to say it's a switch.
So that's like a switch, a hub that you plug other Ethernet cables into. Okay.
It's almost like having an extension cable onto the plug in your wall.
Yeah. So it's an extension lead. We put your network cables into. Perfect. So that'll be something like this device here.
Similar, yes.
If I can see it doing it right. Yep, there we go. Excellent, good. So it looks like you're well geared up. You're set up. Plugs are plugged into the computer. There's no link up between the cables, a straight cable from the router to the device, is it?
We did experiment with having what I call a splitter, which was plug one end in and then run two off it. Mm-hmm. But there were a couple of problems with that. So where effectively my wife, my stepdaughter and I have 3 cables for our 3 respective devices. Another thing that occurs to me, do you have to worry about any security, virus, whatever it is, since we're all working from the one unit but on different things?
What you can do, now if you've got Apple Macs, I can't really tell you what to do there, but something on Windows, Microsoft Windows, you can go to the network icon and change it. Say, this is a public network. It's not a private network. So it has to be public, not private. What it does, it throws up your firewall on your individual computer, and it'll stop anything foreign coming in. It'll reduce that coming in. So it's like putting up a flood barrier.
Okay, so do I have to do this on the hub?
No, it'll be on your computer.
Excellent.
And generally, if you've got a BT hub, they all have their own generic password. That's another good bit of advice a lot of people say, cybersecurity guys say. They say, change the password on your router. BT tend to have unique passwords, but you want to be ultra safe. Connect to the control panel of the router and change that password. But make sure you make note of it.
Quite so.
That's just the access to the router.
I know there's a password and a little plaque in the back of the router, as it were, and I do have a note of it.
Yeah, but if you want to change it, you can change it. But the choice is yours.
For any protection, something I'll consider.
Yeah.
Well, that's very kind of you, David. That's answer my question and allayed some of my concerns.
Brilliant. So I think that'll do us for this week, unless you've got another question, have you?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Fantastic. So do you want to close up?
Close up? Okay. Close up shop, it's that time. Right, thank you for listening, people. That has been another great piece of information for the Techno Dinosaur from the IT Geek. So I hope you enjoyed that and you found it informative. So it's goodbye from me, Willie Nicol, life coach and Techno Dinosaur, and it's goodbye from David.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend, great week. Stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.